What's up there, guys? This is Cob and welcome to the Twisting Nether, where we're going to learn a little bit today about the old Firestone spell. Firestone is a PvP talent, 45-second cooldown, restores 2 soul shards, and increases your spell critical strike chance by 100% for 7 seconds. Now, we're going to talk about the spell a little bit, what I like about it, where I think it's viable. We're going to have a ton of examples. Apparently, in the video where I covered Essence Drain, some people thought I was like too negative with the spell, and some people thought that I was like making it seem too OP, that I was gonna end up getting it nerfed and shit. Just relax, guys, alright? It's just a chill video. I really doubt that like a Blizzard dev is gonna watch this shit and be like, oh, we need to tweak this ability based on what some random plebby YouTuber is saying, you know? So anyway, let's just get talking about the damn spell, alright? Now, it's important to note, keyword all up in there, increases your spell critical strike chance by 100%. 7 seconds. Increases. It doesn't give you 100% crit. It increases your damn crit, alright? Now, in Battlegrounds, I think I'll have a clip on screen right now. If I recall, we have 25% crit chance in our preset PvP stats. Pop this thing, it goes up to 125%, right? 125% crit. Why is that relevant? Chaos Bolt actually scales directly from your crit chance. Chaos Bolt always critically strikes, and your critical strike chance increases its damage. Pretty relevant stuff. Obviously, having your crit go all the way up to 125% crit chance is just going to make your Chaos Bolt that much more effective when used alongside Firestone. Before we get to the Chaos Bolt bit, I'm going to cover the Shadowburn spec first. We will get to Chaos Bolt and Firestone's interactions eventually. So I think that overall, Firestone's interaction with Shadowburns is... it's pretty good, it's alright. Shadowburns without Firestone and without cooldowns are kind of just like tickle damage. You go ahead, pop the Firestone, it gives you that injection of soul shards, as if you need them, you know, we've got soul conduit and stuff. Maybe going Wreak Havoc alongside Shadowburn and Firestone might be a little bit better, but we'll get to that in a sec as well. Popping Firestone and spamming out the Shadowburns, it makes it much more effective for just tunneling down a single target. It doesn't make it ridiculous, it's not that amazing. When you run out of soul shards and all the short duration of Firestone expires, you go back to being not very effective single target without the help of Dimensional Rifts. And the reason that I mentioned Wreak Havoc is that, as you're going to see in the example clips on screen hopefully right now, between Havoc's duration, which isn't actually that long, at only 8 seconds, and Firestone's mere 7-second duration, it's actually pretty hard to get good value out of just cleaving damage. It's not that great. It felt really clunky for me to use. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think it could be a lot better though with Wreak Havoc, because then you can get up the Havoc and you can really take your time and, you know, to pre-dot 2 people with like a double immolate and like a double conflag, and then pop the Firestone and Dark Soul and then start spamming out cleave damage. I didn't want to test it myself though, because to me, I don't know, it just doesn't sound that interesting, but maybe you guys want to try that out. However, now it's time to just cut straight to the juicy bit, alright? Firestone is fucking amazing when used alongside your Dimensional Rifts. If you pop like all 3 Dimensional Rifts, and then pop out your Firestone, or pop your Firestone first and then the Rifts, we're going to get into why it's a relevant distinction there in just a little bit. My god, do you just melt the shit out of people, alright? The amount of fucking damage that you can pump out with 100% crit chance rifts, while also spamming, you know, the instant, the conflag crits and the Shadowburn crits and all that kind of stuff. People can evaporate extremely quickly, like this poor bastard druid we've just seen. One really important thing to note though is the interaction between Firestone and Dimensional Rift and how they actually work, relevant to the order in which you use them, right? If you pop Firestone first, for example, if I pop Dark Soul first here and then spam out the rifts, all of these rifts are going to have the increased damage, right? They're all benefiting from Dark Soul right now. It's exactly the same with the rifts, right? If you pop the Firestone first, then spam out all of the Dimensional Rifts, they will all benefit from the 100% crit chance, right? Then something strange happens, right? If you have up like a Shadow Bolt Rift, the one that lasts the longest, the purple rift, right? And then Firestone expires, as in like the debuff is only 7 seconds. It literally runs out, right? You lose the damn buff. The Shadow Bolt one will continue to crit for about 2 or 3 seconds after Firestone is deactivated. Same with both the other ones as well, you know. It seems like the interaction between Firestone and the Rifts is actually quite laggy, and it takes like a second or two for the Rifts to realize whether Firestone has been popped or not, or whether Firestone is expired or not. So having said that, Firestone can actually be used while the Rifts are active. For example, you can pop like 2 or 3 Dimensional Rifts first, and then use the Firestone. That's completely fine to do it in that order if you want to do it like that. But it will take like a second or two for the rifts to be like, oh shit, Firestone's been popped, you know? It's a bit of a laggy interaction. Really, really fucking interesting point to make as well, and I'm going to hammer this one home as well in another video, because I want to make a video just talking about the dimensional rifts and how they work mechanically, and how you can min-max them and stuff like that. You actually have the Chaos Bolt dimensional rift. It's kind of like a Chaos blob, the one that just spews out one big, you know, lob-on of damage. That actually interacts with Firestone in exactly the same way as Chaos Bolt. Meaning, if you have Firestone popped, the damage from the Chaos Rift actually scales in exactly the same way as Chaos Bolt. It benefits directly from the crit chance, and the damage is basically doubled. And that's why you can see me, hopefully I have examples on screen right now, of me just fucking globaling people with this essentially instant cast Chaos Bolt. See if I can get the Rift right now, actually. Is this the Chaos Bolt one? No, that's the Pew Pewy one. Let's see if we can get it right now. That's another Pew Pewy one. What about right now? Come on, third time lucky. Fucking seriously. You know which one I mean. The one that basically lobs out a Chaos Bolt. It doesn't just look like a Chaos Bolt and kind of behave like a Chaos Bolt and sound like a Chaos Bolt. It just is an instant cast Chaos Bolt, and it does scale from the crit chance of Firestone. And finally, that brings us to the whole Chaos Bolt and Firestone interaction, right? How good is Chaos Bolt when used alongside Firestone, right? Because it scales directly with the crit, with 125% crit chance. So it goes from critting, right now at least, somewhere between 200 and 300k, depending if you pop Dark Soul or not, and on how your mastery rolls. 200 to 300k, to somewhere around 500k. In one of the clips I actually have the Berserker buff, which is a 30% damage buff, but I don't pop Soul Harvest or Dark Soul or whatever. So I don't have the 20% damage buff, so the Berserker buff is basically like, you know, the Soul Harvest buff. And I think it would crit almost bang on 500k with that, so you're looking at popping Dark Soul, popping Firestone, then Chaos Bolting. You look at it hitting in and around between 400 and 500k, I think it's fine to say. And that's not bad. It's not bad. That's pretty good, right? That's around 20-25% of most people's healths, at least right now. It'll be interesting to see how viable this becomes, you know, once the number tunings and stuff are done. I mean, it makes Chaos Bolts good. Is it good enough, though? I think if it was, like, pushing towards 600, like 650k damage for one Chaos Bolt, considering the fucking resource cost and the ultra-short duration of Firestone as well. Because, let's be honest, in Arena and shit, people are going to have things like... I wouldn't be surprised if people start using things like Gladiator Losser again. And then as soon as they hear that Firestone has been popped, they can just swap to the Warlock and just lock you down for even, like, 5 or 6 seconds, and you basically... The Firestone's basically expired, and they're safe for another 45 seconds, you know, so... I'm not quite sure how well, in practice, it's actually going to work in PvP, alongside Chaos Bolt. But damage-wise, numbers-wise, yeah, it's alright. In conclusion, though, Firestone is fucking awesome. Like I say, it's... My god, man, it's made the spec so much stronger. I'm gonna hate losing this spell again when I go ahead and Prestige for the first time, because I'm not planning on sitting it on level 50 for very long. I think I'm just gonna Prestige almost straight away, because this character, I mean... I'm looking at just hammering Battlegrounds in this character, you know. I'll play Arenas and some other characters for the most part. We'll see how it goes with the old honor farming, but yeah, I'm going to miss this spell. I'm going to miss this spell. All the others I feel like I can sort of work without, but it's going to suck losing this one. What do you guys think about it? Have I missed anything? Have I missed any interactions? One thing I didn't talk about that I know that's something I mentioned is Channel Demon Fire and Firestone and how they interact. And it could be sort of cool, but I just don't like using this spell, alright? I'm just not a big fan of it. I like the animation. It looks cool. A little bit tickly, maybe. A little bit tickly looking, you know. But it could work okay with Firestone. I don't know. It's a channeled spell. That really, really puts me off. If it was like move while casting, then sure, man. We'd give it a good run out. But fuck it. Maybe you guys want to try that out. Maybe Rook pop back. Let's see what happens. Either way. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this review of Firestone. Hope it wasn't too biased either which way, you know. I try and be objective with this shit, alright? Not trying to get anything nerfed or not trying to talk the class down or whatever. I like this spell, and I'm happy as Larry, alright? Thanks for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your day now. I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later. Remember, you can support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and checking out our Patreon page, which is always linked below in the description. So cheers again, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Tower's done, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a machine in just a sec, man. They're just running through the barrier. This is shoot. Look how many they are. Oh
It's
my
alright.
God.